1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed all possible steps to provide maximum relief to the farmers and people. World Bank has assured its full support to Pakistan in implementation of government's reforms agenda. United States says Washington will not permit any disinformation lies to interfere with the bilateral relationship with Pakistan it values. Palestine has strongly condemned the martyrdom of Al Jazeera correspondent by Israeli occupation forces in Jenin. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has directed the concerned agencies to ensure availability of urea in market at stable and cheap rates to make the country self-sufficient in wheat production. He was presiding over a high-level meeting in Islamabad to tackle the issue of wheat and urea smuggling. The Prime Minister also directed for all possible steps to be taken to provide maximum relief to the farmers and people of Pakistan. Shehbaz Sharif directed to constitute a task force to curb the hoarding and smuggling of urea and wheat in the country. He said prevention of hoarding to ensure availability of urea and wheat in the country, building integrated supply and demand system in the market, and strict border control management are essential to curb smuggling. Finance Minister Miftah Ismail says the government is committed to set the economy on sustainable and inclusive growth path. He was talking to World Bank Vice President South Asia region Hartwig Scheffer in Islamabad. Finance Minister said Pakistan is currently facing monetary and fiscal challenges due to rising global commodity prices, and the government is cognizant of these issues and is taking pragmatic steps to resolve bottlenecks to growth. Speaking on the occasion, Hartwig Scheffer appreciated the resolve of the government of Pakistan in overcoming the economic challenges. He assured his full support to Pakistan in implementation of the government's reforms agenda and the projects funded by the World Bank. The United States says Washington will not permit any disinformation, lies to interfere with the bilateral relationship with Pakistan it values. Responding to media questions, a United States State Department spokesman Ned Price refuted former Premier Imran Khan's allegations, saying the U.S. does not support one political party over another in Pakistan, but instead supports the principles of rule of law. Recalling U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with the new Pakistani counterpart last week, Ned Price said they reflected on the 75th anniversary of US-Pakistan relations and to talk about how to strengthen that cooperation going forward. Ned Price said that Secretary Blinken underscored the resolute US-Pakistan commitment to Afghan stability and to combating terrorism as well. The spokesman said our educational exchange program, whether it's with Pakistan, whether it's with any other country, it's a core element of our people-to-people ties. One more death and 66 new coronavirus cases have been reported in the country during the last 24 hours. According to National Institute of Health, 15,370 tests have been conducted, while a positivity ratio remained 0.43%. 98 COVID-19 patients are still in critical care. Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates has strongly condemned the shocking and heinous crime committed by Israeli occupation forces, which led to the martyrdom of Al Jazeera correspondent Shireen Abu Akleh. In a statement, the ministry termed the act is aimed to cover up the crimes of occupation and its settlers against our people. The statement called on international human rights champions and humanitarian organizations to quickly document this heinous crime in preparation for submitting it to international courts, especially the International Criminal Court. An Al Jazeera journalist was killed by Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank today. The Palestinian Health Ministry said Shireen Abu Akleh, 51, was shot in the city of Jenin. In Sri Lanka, protesters have called for new government as 8 people have been killed in a clash. Meanwhile, Sri Lankan security forces have been ordered to shoot lawbreakers on sight in a bid to quell anti-government protests. It also deploys tens of thousands of Army, Navy and Air Force personnel to patrol the streets of the capital, Colombo. United States lawmakers have voted to provide $50 billion aid package to Ukraine. The aid effort comes as the top U.S. officials warn that Russian President Vladimir Putin is preparing for a long war that may not end with Russian victory in the east. This is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News of